Hi, I'm Italia Oliver, spiritual life coach, intuitive medium, and vocal channel, bridging the spirit world to our world and empowering you to empower yourself. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Today, I'm going to do some channeling. So what exactly is channeling? Channeling is a natural state. Everybody does it. Musicians, teachers, athletes. Anytime that you are in the zone and you're really focused and concentrating, you're channeling information all the time. And so what I do as a channel is I channel entities. The information comes through me. It's speaking through me using my vocal cords. And I, Italia, move my personality, my consciousness to the side and allow the information to come through me. It is not possession. It is just an allowing of me moving over to the side. And I'm a conscious channel, so I'm still aware overall of what's going on. I kind of have, it's sort of like this lucid dreaming state, but I'm pretty conscious of what's happening to me. So I never know who's going to come through when I channel. Sometimes I set up meetings with the different entities and say, hey, let's talk at, such and such a time and date. Other times I just allow whatever it is that would like to come through and speak through me. Now I'm going to begin channeling and we'll see who comes through. And come to you into the infinite light and from infinite love of the one creator. There is a group of us today. There is Haniel, Jesus, Morenae, and Jack. We are all here today. Yes, Morenae would like to speak first. What is it you want to know? There are warring sides right now that is happening among us. Peace is what we seek, but there are still wars that are happening, not only on your Earth planet, but above as well. There are some that you know called reptilians or greys, but not all of them, but some of them. There's council that hasn't come to terms yet, that are still trying to figure out. The alliance is somewhat broken at this time, that peace is needed at this time, but there are those that are not following what the universal law states. And the universal law states of oneness and of peace, and peace is always what is sought for first. But right now there is much agitation above, somewhat resembling what is happening on your Earth plane at this time, but in a different way, since we are in another dimension and time is not of us, but it is similar in that sense, in a way that your human minds can comprehend. But there is some warring that is happening, in the sense of, not war in the sense of violence, but warring in states of being, in the powers of the consciousness and the levels of the consciousness of the beings. That is where the war is taking place. It's bringing truth and justice to all of the universe, to the multiverse, to all of it. At this time there is a lot of division. Even amongst those you may consider high beings of light, there is division still among us, as there are those who would still seek to keep their own powers, their own ways of being, and old ways of being that no longer work. So it is much reflected in your earth life at this time as well. But again, this is not violence in the state of physicality, but in the state of just in the state of consciousness. Well, many of you have already heard of raising your vibration or raising your frequencies, which is good and best, yes, and it is needed at this time in order to do that. But there are many on your planet who still suffer from, even though they understand the idea of raising vibration or consciousness and all of that, they're just words. There are many that are still, even though they may intellectually understand that, they have not made that connection to their heart and are not living from that place still. So there is much to be done still, but we do not interfere in your doings at this time, since it is up to each person to make their own choices, for it is of their own free will at this time. In the moments that these things show up, these negative thoughts or feelings or negativity at all, in the moment it shows up, that you make the choice to choose joy, choose a thought, choose a feeling, choose something different, an alternate path, for there are many possibilities that are open to you at this time, and it is up to you to decide what is best for your life at this time. So choose consciously, choose wisely. Do not give way to habit and pattern and ill health and ill ways of thinking. For if you do that, the moment it shows up in your minds, you've created your own state of being that is, as you might say on your earth plane, very heavenly. Haniel is stepping forward at this time. Greetings. I fear my message is always the same. Many do not always listen to it, but there are those that do, and it is about your choice. For you are the light of the world. And it is your consciousness that is seeking peace. So it is to do whatever that is to bring you peace throughout your day and in your life. It is quite simple, yet humanity makes these things very difficult. In our plane of existence, it is all just light. It is all just being. It is not about doing. It is just being. And that is all it is on our plane. It is just this beauty and love in a way that you cannot understand on your earth plane yet. It is a state of ecstasy and bliss. It's a state of just oneness with Source. It's a state where it is all around you, through you, above you. It encompasses you. It permeates all. Because we are all. And when you love yourself, you love everyone else. We come to aid, we come to help for those who request it. It is very simple. You just ask. But it is your purity of heart. It is your intention. It is your it is the intention that you seek and the frequency with which you seek it with. You must be pure of heart when you ask, for it is your intention that is felt in the multiverse. It is your intention that we feel. And when you ask out of love, we come to you and help you and guide you, but we cannot do the work for you. Too many seek outside themselves, when everything is already inside. But although people hear that, they still don't know that. Jack is wanting to step forward now. I am here. I come because I have been called. We are well at this time. There is much experimenting, there is much light work being done at this time. There is some work that is now being done on your earth plane, but it is not to the where we are at this time of what we have learned about in regards to light and its technologies. We are still in the processing of bringing that about, but our planet is now free of dis-ease. Although we reside in the fourth dimension, we have brought that about for us in our technologies. I am a Sheegon from the star system Orion. Our star sits north of the Orion's belt. Yes, density and light body activation. Yes, all energy and frequency. Light is very important. Light holds and emits frequencies. Color red is circulation in the body, your circulation systems. So when we use red, think your blood, and that is when you use that color for healing. We do not use the color orange. The color yellow we use, think of light, movement, vitality, the sun, think of that. The color green is used in healing states. Think of nature and nourishment. So think of it in that way. Blue is, as you know, very calming color. It is used in your nervous system, immune system. You use that for calming any types of inflammation. The main colors of red, yellow, blue are used in healing light. Purple and white are all-round general terms for healing light for all purposes. Yet it is the red, yellow, and blue that is broken down more into different systems of the body and activates certain systems of the body. Healing light will be explained in much more depth at another time, but for now that is enough information for these purposes. Donhotwe steps forward. You may think of us like cats on your planet, but we are some cats. We appear that way, but it is our energy that is of a different race, you might say. But we appear that way to you, like cats or half cats. I am from the Hyades, as so are my people, or our people really. But I say my people too. We are very happy that you are here, and we want to be known more in that sense, to know that we exist, and that we are here, and that we are also here to help in any way that we can. That is our message, that we are here, but also more for the idea of empowering your people to and helping them as they ascend and they use those words, but what does that really mean? And so it's more about living from your heart and loving, and that's where we come in. It is more about, think of us like your solar plexus chakra, that seat that sits in your gut. That is us. We represent that aspect of you that is the idea of empowerment and feeling your own power in a way that is balanced with your own humility. That is where we reside. We're not really have a mission per se, in the sense of we cannot make others do anything. So our mission is to help where help is needed or wanted. We work with many different beings. We work with Andromedans, those from Orion, those from the Pleiades. We work with many different beings, those of the Syrians. We work with many different ones. You may, but not at this time. I just appear that way, but I am, if I need to give you a construct, then yes, I appear more cat-like and somewhat human. But there are those who are more cat-like, but I myself appear that way, and you can choose whatever way you would like to appear. Before that, yes, we have been around even before that, and since the beginning of creation itself. Not at this time, no, but we are there for those, we will say, for those who are in need of empowerment, for those who need to either speak up for themselves or to speak their truth or to express themselves. We are there for those who are needing that in their life, that they can call upon us in that way, and we will gladly communicate. So those who are seeking that aspect in their life, we are there for those who are needing that strength and that courage. Thank you. Okay, I'm coming out of it now. I'm a little floating away, to be honest, so I'm gonna definitely need to be grounding myself later, put my feet on the grass, because when I do channel, I'm here, but I'm not. And then when I'm done, I just feel this state. I'm so lifted up and lifted out that I gotta bring myself down and make sure to ground myself again. And so I'll definitely be stepping out on the grass. I hope you enjoyed the channeling and what came through. I do remember that I think it was Haniel that came first. No, Morenae? I can't remember actually, but I do know Haniel, Morenae, Archangel Haniel, Morenae, who's an Andromedan, Jack, who's an Sheegon from the Orion star system, and Donhotwe, who is a feline from the Hyades. They came through, and I somewhat remember it, but somewhat not actually. But remember, whatever they said, if they've told you to, I do remember them saying if you wanted to call on them, that would be something. But remember, your intention needs to be pure of heart. And that's the most important thing, because you want to bring in what is of love, what is of light. I know we hear those words, love and light, all the time, but it really is true. And it's your purity of heart. It's your intention that matters. And that's what draws in the beings of just higher vibration. And so I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, remember, you are the light, so let it shine.